Okay, all right. Hello everybody, and welcome to this workshop. You're all sort of like hands-on. Very good. This is a very practical workshop, so I won't be doing much talking. That's all I need to say, and it's it's pretty much you experimenting and doing things. So my name is Anna. I come from Russia. I lived in England for 10 years. I've been working for LSI for the last 5 years, and last month I finished my TESOL Deep course at University of Brighton. So in this workshop, I'll show you how certain emerging technologies can be used in LSI classroom. Because I only have 45 minutes, I won't be able to show you in much detail how to navigate the programs, but there are a lot of tutorials available online. You can find it, or you can also find information on my blog. So this is the blog I had to write for as part of my course. But there are useful things about technology and sort of step-by-step guides about things we're going to talk about. Okay. Also, I have my helpers, Alex and Rachel. So they, and Justin and Alison, yeah. So if you have any technical problems, just raise your hands. We'll come and help you. So there will be questions. As anything with technology, things don't go sometimes smoothly. All right. So technology is transforming education, and ELT world is not exception. But what kind of technologies are affecting education? I'd like us to have a look at the Horizon report, and it's a project that was initiated by New Media Consortium. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to sort of predict what technologies will soon impact education. They sort of split them in 3 horizons, what they call them. So sort of 1 year, sort of next year, next 2, 3 years, and 5 years. So if we have a look at the summary of the previous years, so that's what they were predicting. And I don't know what about you, but I think they were quite accurate predictions. Do you like this chair? Thank you. So I feel that a lot of these technologies are making their way, maybe not into ELT as such, but definitely in higher education, schools. And if we have a look at the recent report, so 2016 report, so these are the key trends that are likely to impact education in the near future. And if we have a look at the midterm, next 2 to 3 years, so that's where augmented and virtual reality is. By the way, can you see the slides? Is that... No. All right. Thank you.
Will you be sending us slides or doing?
Yeah. Will we be? Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you.
Can see this in my notes. Okay, so I'd like us to focus on augmented and virtual reality. Those are the technologies that I'm particularly interested in. So what is augmented reality? It's a live view of a physical, real-world environment whose elements are augmented by computer-generated input such as sound, video, graphics, and GPS data. So when I first read that, my initial reaction was this. It's a lot easier, it's a lot simpler than it sounds. Basically, it's technology that enhances reality. By contrast, virtual reality completely replaces the real world with the simulated one. But as anything with technology, I think the best way to learn about it is to try it and experiment with it. So I'm going to practice my instructions giving. I'm going to tell you what I would like you to do, and then we're going to do it. Yeah, so don't do it yet. So let me tell you what I'd like you to do. So this is the school's Wi-Fi network and password. Once you connect it, if you haven't downloaded yet this application, I would like you to do it on your phone. So it's an Orasma app. You can find it on your Google Play or App Store, Apple Store. Then, after you do that, I'd like you to find my channels. So in a sort of search bar, if you write my name, it's Anna Neil, one word, small letters. And you need to follow 2 of my channels. So first is this with my picture in it. And then if you scroll down, you will see the second one. Okay, don't worry, we'll come and help you to do that. That's the most difficult part of this workshop, I feel. And then now, if you have an iPhone, can I just have a sort of raise your hands if you have an Apple device? Yeah, Apple devices. Yeah, okay, quite a few. So unfortunately, you have to create an account to use that app. There's no way around it. But if you have an Android phone, you can just skip that step, and it allows you to do it. Okay? And to navigate the app, you just need to use that big middle button, and then it will start scanning. Okay? So I'll go back, don't worry. So I'll repeat that again. So join the network, then download the Orasma application on your phone, and then follow my channels. Okay? Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go back. Yeah. So Alex, Rachel, and I will come around and help you. So that's the name of the app. If you have any problems with your phone, if it doesn't work, don't worry. As long as you have one person on your table that has this app, yeah, so you guys have it, it's fine, yeah? Excellent. Okay, so I think we are ready. Good. Not as hard as it seems. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of examples how augmented reality can be used in a classroom. So first example is to give feedback. So I'm going to pass around the, yeah, sorry, I forgot to warn you. So that's, yes, thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, I think it's better if you have some space with people. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah. Plenty. Okay. Again, you don't have to actually have it, you can share. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Victoria, you're ahead of hold on. Okay, so right. So before we do that, just a question. So for this kind of activity, how would you give a feedback? So it's a classic kind of grammar exercise. So how would you give feedback on this?
Whole class,
yeah.
You know.
Okay. So what other ways of giving feedback?
Shout the answer.
Yeah, okay.
Get the students to read out their answer.
Okay. Any other ways of?
Up on the board.
Yeah, okay.
Under the table.
Yeah, so that. Okay. So what I do with this, I ask students after they completed the exercise to scan the image. So using your phones, and you will see that the answer will pop up. So I'd like you to try that. So if you scan the image. Okay, all right, guys. I'm really sorry, but I have to sort of keep moving. So I have lots more ideas to show. Okay, so that's sort of what you can use. You can use Orasma for giving feedback. Thank you. So another way of doing it, so you can use it to adapt materials. So I'm teaching pre-intermediate class at the moment, and a new English file. I'm sure you've done this exercise a number of times. So it can become a bit repetitive, and and also, so what they wanted, so that's the first conditional exercise, and they wanted students to read the text and then match the sentences with the pictures, which I thought could be used in a lot more creative way. So again, I'm going to pass you the yeah, no problem, yeah. So the hands out. Okay. So a couple. Yeah, sorry, here you go.
One more.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the original exercise, and if you turn the page, that's what I wanted students to do. Okay, so I'm going to give you the sets of cards. Okay. So if we can have sets of cards here. Oh yeah, you have it. Okay, yeah. So.
There you go. On mine. I just want to get it through. These are really old. Read it right now. You know.
Okay.
It's not working.
I remember getting my wages.
So can I just take that? Okay, so right, guys, if you could just sort of follow the instructions on the page. Yeah, so here's the cards. Yeah. Here you go. Okay, here you go. So you can give something.
I love it when there are cards and things I can touch.
Yes, put into order.
No, so that's where you do it. So that's the original exercise, and that's what I did with it, yeah? So if you can... Yeah.
We would fall in love.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we fall in love.
Okay, all right. Again, once again, I'm sorry I have to push it, but there are lots more to show you. Okay, so next activity, I'm not going to let you do it because it's going to... So another way of using Aurasma could be when it comes to reading activities, and it's a classic sort of jigsaw reading when you split the text and students need to arrange them in order. So instead of doing it this way, what I created is an actual jigsaw puzzle where students scan each bit of the puzzle and they see the text. And then just like this, they need to build the story, sort of paragraph by paragraph.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so, but instead of doing it with strips of paper, I think it's a little bit more exciting. Yeah. So, okay. So what it is, what students do, they get a puzzle, and each puzzle bit, when they scan it, just like you scanned before, they'll see the text. They'll see a bit of text. So, and they need to arrange the text, sort of building a puzzle, just like we would do with the jigsaw reading, in a more exciting way, I think. And you sort of get the visual clue, so you know that that's the beginning of your story. Yeah, so that would be the end, the story, the way the puzzle bits kind of fit. So that's the way of doing it. Okay. Finally, projects. I'm a big fan of projects. I like working with projects a lot. So that's the project that we did last week, actually, with my afternoon class. And I asked them to choose their favorite places in Brighton and go to these places and film, so sort of make a little 2-minute video about it. And then we created this interactive map where, so you see the stars, and then when you scan the star, you will see the video of the students talking about it. So we're using it for the new students when they arrive and they know nothing about Brighton, so they can actually find out a little bit more. So this time I'm gonna distribute the maps. So you can. Okay, so. Yeah, so that's.
Yeah.
So, how are you guys? Are you guys okay with just one map, or do you want some maps? Yeah.
Because we wanted to do something like that to solve my town and also last year. Because I live in a touristic town in Italy.
Okay. So, any ideas? Any other ways of using augmented reality in the classroom? I had some really good suggestions. Please share them. Yeah?
If you had like a photo, maybe it's a personal photo of your own, and you give it to the students and they have to guess what is happening in the photo, how do they know each other, da, da, da. And then they scan it and you have the real story, like this is my sister on her birthday.
Yeah, prediction skills, and then they can sort of see it. Yeah, good, very good. Any other?
Well, we said like the staff around the school, you know, so each person could introduce themselves, the director of studies, the teachers, and so on, with a bit of background information about what they're doing, not how old they are.
Exactly. Very good idea. Yeah, yeah.
But some other things that might
Very
be
good.
interesting.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Any?
It's unlimited, really, isn't it? So many.
There's a lot of things you can do. Phonetic chart. Yeah, so you scan the phonemes, and then you can have either video or sort of just sounds, anything really. Posters of the book, so you make students to write a review, and then instead of sticking the bits of paper around the school, so you have a poster of the book, and then they scan it, and then they'll see. There was a good idea about buying a ticket.
Yeah, buying tickets or any kind of transactional thing
Yeah,
on
so-
the process.
Yeah, exactly. Very good for sort of IELTS writing, describing processes, things like that. So yeah, I agree with Justin. There's a lot of possibilities. Okay, right. Moving on. Virtual reality. Virtual reality. So most of virtual realities are displayed with a virtual reality handset. So there are a number of handsets available on the market, but Google Cardboard seems to be sort of the ultimate solution because it's cheap. It's not more than £5, and it creates a good enough experience for the students. So I would like a volunteer. Is anybody would like to? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Victoria. Victoria was looking forward to experiencing the virtual reality. I'm not sure if it's going to work with the glasses. Yeah.
Try with the glasses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Victoria is going on a holiday. Please don't say where you are. Okay. Don't say where you are. So Victoria is abroad. She's in a different country, and you need to guess where she is. She's enjoying a lot. You can only ask her yes or no questions. Okay. So yes or no questions.
Is the weather hot?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Is it a city? Yes. Is it in Europe? Yes.
Okay.
Is it in England? No.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Is it on the coast?
No. It's modern.
Is it in the European Union?
Yeah.
You're watching this on Dave.
Is it historical?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a capital city?
Yes.
Very
Is
good
it
question.
Spain?
No.
Is it in Italy?
France? No. France, yes.
So
Is it Paris?
it is Paris. It's Paris.
No, it's just here.
Yeah. Thank you, Victoria. So I'd like you. Okay, so I would like you to have a go, and so iPhone users, you need to download the Google Cardboard. Okay, so and you can actually use this one. Yeah, so that's good go. Yeah. So Google Cardboard, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And once you do it, yeah.
Is that from the App Store?
Okay, so yes, it is from the App Store. Yeah, again, okay. So actually we have a cup, so Alex is going to sort you out. Okay, I'm going to help you guys. Okay, fantastic,
We
yeah.
are the low achievers.
No worries, no worries. Yes? Okay, so for the Android, what you need is Google Street View. So if you have an Android phone, you can also download Google Cardboard, but that is the much better application for the Android phone. Okay. You can actually, when you go on Google Street View, you can type any city, any location in the world, and you can see the picture of that place in sort of virtual reality 360. You can also create your own. For example, this is my living room. So what the lesson I did with my elementary students, we studied vocabulary of furniture and also preposition. So I print this picture, and then the person who has a picture asks the person who is actually using the augmented reality. So they say, what color is the sofa? What is above the window? What is under the table? What is on the right? What is on the left? Or, for example, the kitchen. And again, you can sort of practice vocabulary. So you can use what is available, or you can use your own. Okay? Okay, yeah.
Have you got one? Yeah.
Okay, so you guys had a chance to
Yeah.
use it, yeah? Okay, what about you? You don't, okay, yeah, perfect. So, and what you do, yeah, very good. So if you just do it like that. Okay. Don't worry, I'll help you. Okay, fantastic. So,
When I come back to Italy, I wanted to update it.
we put it in here, okay? And then you... Okay. Upside down. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Okay.
It's more creative.
It's Australian.
Okay.
Is it
No, it's fine. I could. Sorry, guys. Do you mind if I just pass it to the?
for some reason?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Is it in Asia?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I wanted to see what's behind me. Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. So you can look around. You can move up. Look up. Yeah. No, that's a different application. So what you need to do, you need to go the up. It's an urban hike, yes, Valeria? Yeah, that's it, that's the one. Yeah, so if you go for it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay.
I haven't seen any of them yet. Every time I come out, it's online, it's being sort of.
Yeah. Some of them comes with videos. Yeah. Okay. Once again, I'm really sorry, but I have to keep going.
The worst student.
I know.
I just feel so. If anybody needs to leave, please feel free. Yeah. So if anyone needs to rush somewhere,
No, I don't think that anyone's rushing anywhere.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So finally, I would like to share my experiences of developing my own language app. So that's the I need my phone for that. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the app that my husband and I developed in the last couple of months, and it's and it's a simple app where you have vocabulary sets, and then you choose a category. So let's go for, let's say, animals. Okay. So you do it in groups, so 2 people together, and you need to describe this word to me. Yeah. So for example, I don't know if you can see it.
It's small animal called by cat.
It likes cheese.
Mouse, okay? So if I'm right, I'm just doing like this. Yeah, so it's correct.
Oh.
Correct. And if I don't know the word, or the person, my partner, doesn't know how to describe it or doesn't know it, I can pass. I can pass.
The idea is it goes over your head.
Yeah, well, sort of. Okay? So you have a time limit, so you have, let's say, well, you can control the time. I'd like you to have a go yourself. So now, on your mobile phones, if you just type this address in your browser, so in your Safari or Google, so if you just type this, so if you just type this, so it's anna2.ajneil.co.uk, and then with the person next to you, could be in groups, choose a category, and let's just have a go here. Again, if you need a phone, I'm happy to lend you it. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, all right.
No, God no.
Okay, yeah, so how are you guys doing? Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay, yeah, okay, perfect. Go. Yeah, fantastic, yeah, okay. Yeah, so choose the group. Yeah, okay, fantastic. So ready? And then okay, let's see what's happening here. Let's try again. Okay, all right. What phone is this? Huawei. Alex, do you mind having a look at this? Okay, so you need to put the dot, yeah, not the comma, the dot. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Jonathan's wearing his thing. Have no ability to
Okay. All right. So last time, I have to get your attention. 3, 2, 1. Alex. You can see who's in. Thank you. Okay, so I've been interested in educational technology for a long time. So the idea of creating an tech tool always been in my mind. But my biggest inspiration came when I watched this talk by Nick Robinson. It's a really good talk. I recommend watching it. And they talked about this weekend they ran in Cambridge last year, where they encouraged people to come forward with some educational ideas and pitch for it, and they could get a sort of investment. So 25 people came. Only 5% of these people were from ELC, and it was only one practicing teacher, and she won, not surprisingly. I strongly believe that we practicing teachers, we see our students every day, we know what problems they have, and we come up with effective solutions to these problems. I don't think IT people who are developing apps like that have a clue what's going on in the classroom. So I thought, I'll make an app. Really? Another language app? So that's, by the way, just the page 1 on the screenshot of when you Google Learn English. My problem was there are plenty of learning apps available for the students, but there is hardly anything for the teachers. I really wanted to create a tool for a teacher. I wanted an app that could be personalizable, that it didn't give me the words I have to do. So the words that you practice, that's the words that I input. That's the vocabulary that I covered today with my students. I wanted it to save my preparation time and sort of fill my class time when I have time left. I wanted it to engage my students and reduce my teaching talking time and increase theirs. I started looking around, sort of reading about current trends, and gamification seems to be the thing when it comes to developing educational sort of apps. And so what it is, it's sort of using the game design elements to maximize engagements of the students so they can kind of inspire them to learn and engage with them. So I thought, okay, what is my favorite game when it comes to revising vocabulary? And well, back to the board. Put your hands up if you're using it in the classroom. Yeah, okay, right. Why? It's fun, okay. Engaging, yeah. So
Get students to write their own sentences.
exactly, yeah. So, agree. What are the disadvantages? They cheat, yes. Certain nationalities, particularly. Absolutely.
So many of them shouting, the person can't hear.
Exactly. Only limited number of students can talk at the same time. And some people who really hate to be on that seat, on the spot, and then sort of, if they don't know the word, all they can do is just painfully wait for the other team to win, be very embarrassed. So that's how the idea of explain came. And so what it is, it's a mobile app, and what you do as a teacher, you can create a set, you can sort of divide it into levels, and it's really easy to input. You can do it with your phone at the end of the class when I look at my board, so all the words we sort of talked about, I just enter them. You can also do it on the computer, if you don't really like using mobile devices. And it generates a code for your students. So when you come to a classroom, say, okay, today, so when they log in, they see this sort of screen, they enter your code and they access your sort of set. So, and then they practice. So I've been using it in my classroom for the last 2-3 months, and I can really see the benefits of it. So all the students are involved. It's flexible. You can do it in groups, in pairs. They can do it outside, at home. Students really rely on each other rather than the teacher, so it kind of gives them more responsibility and authority. It also helps them to develop strategies to cope when they don't know the word, the whole sort of idea of explaining it. And I like the option of sort of being able to pass on word if you don't know it, so they can carry on and they can still enjoy the game if they don't know it. For the teacher, as you said, it's fun, it's great warmer or filler. It's a good way of keeping sort of record of your vocabulary that you studied. It reduces your teaching talking time, and while you're doing it, because you don't really have to you don't have to conduct the activity, you just monitor and then you collect the errors and do error correction afterwards. So if you think that is a useful tool, that it could be sort of used in your classroom, so visit our website. So it's explain.agenil.co.uk, and so that's where you can purchase the app. And I would like to finish with a quote. Just wait for people to write it down. It will be on the slides. It will pass around. So the quote by Bill Gates, who says, "Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important." And I agree more. I think a good teacher is indispensable. So there's a difference with using technology to support learning and then thinking that technology is going to solve everything. I think pedagogy before technology, and the basic pedagogy needs to be in place, and then technology creates the next level on top of that. So my message today is get involved. With the development of technology, more and more teachers developing their apps, They're writing their own books. They're not relying on the big publishers companies. They're sort of becoming more independent. And you can do that too. If I can do it, you can do it. So make the EdTech revolution work to your advantage. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to sort of come to me or Alex. So he's more technical side of it.
Can I make a quick point? That everything that Anna's demoing to you right now is first generation. In a year or two, it's going to be second and third generation, which means it's going to be so much more reliable. It's going to be a lot easier to access.
Sorry.
So, you know, get in at ground level. Start exploring this stuff. So it does increase.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah, you're ready for it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming today, guys. Thank you.